Hey.
Welcome to Smart Hydroponics.
For the managing director?
Yeah, that's the managing director here. Smart Hydroponics. And smart means soilless media agriculture for rural transformation. Right? My name is Leslie Smith. I'm the owner of Smart Hydroponics. It's a new type of agriculture. Well, it's not new, but we grow crops without soil. That's what hydroponics mean. So it's a nutrient solution, and these systems here are recirculating systems. So there's a reservoir with a pump that pumps in nutrients. There's a return line that brings it back, and it does that all the time. So there are different designs, and this is what we call the nutrient film technique, or NFT. We have the tower here, we have the A-frame, and then you have the vertical ones here. So for example, this one here is 3 feet by 3 feet, but it has 64 plants. If you can get that in the soil, tell me. I'll do it any day. So under this tent here, which is 12 by 12, I have over 200 plants. So this is ideal for areas where there is poor soil, less arable land, people who live in urban areas in cities who don't have access to land. This is ideal for it. Some of the advantages is that there's no land preparation. Because no soil is involved, there is no pest, soil-borne pests and diseases. There is no weed control, no back-breaking exercises, faster growth. It maximizes the space, and you determine what the plants get. In the soil, you don't know what's in the soil unless you do a soil test. You add fertilizer, you don't know what the plant gets, or if they get it. But here, 24/7, the roots are immersed in a fertilizer. You see, there is no soil. And they get their nutrients 24/7. The roots do not need to grow as big as in the ground, because they don't have to go searching for it. So the energy now can be used for fruit development, leaf development, etc. Almost any type of crop can be grown in these systems. So here I have kale and celery. You can grow tomatoes and peppers in the Dutch bucket system. You can grow cauliflower, cabbage, cucumbers, almost any crop you can grow. So this is ideal for people who live, or people who have less access to land, people who live in cities. This is actually geared towards food security, because we know world population is increasing, cost of agricultural produce is going up, less arable lands are available, and food security is threatened because of that. So on the local scale, people can get into that from backyard to commercial and help with the food security issues.
Infrastructural cost.
Right, so the cost varies depending on the design and the size, right? So this here, for example, is a 52 plant system. It comes turnkey with everything, pump and everything, and this goes for $1,700. But you can recover that in 1 year. Almost all the systems I've designed, you can recover your costs within 1 year. Imagine you have 52 plants, let's say it's lettuce, and you get $3 per head. It means that you can get 50 by 3, $150 per cycle. If you get 13 cycles per year, or 4 weeks, 13 by 150, you can recover your $1,700 just like that. And because it's modular in scope, the economies of scale comes into effect. The same pump that does this system can do 100 plants. So the bigger it is, the cheaper it is to operate and maintain, and less cost per unit plant. So it's a win-win all the time. It's age and gender friendly, so retirees, young people, male, female, disabled people can do it. So it's something that the Ministry of Agriculture definitely needs to grab onto with both hands and help proliferate and advocate for that, especially for people who are retired, especially for people who do not have lands, especially for people who are young, and to change the face of agriculture. So when I go to my farm, I don't have a boots. I dress for work, my long sleeve shirt, and I go to check my plants, because there is no soil involved. We have to change the face of agriculture. No longer should we see people putting on their worst clothes to go to the farm. People not going to the farm with their lunch. They will cut maybe a coconut. You have to go with your lunch bag. We have to change the face of agriculture if you want young people to get involved. So I studied agriculture in 1993, and I've made a transition away from agriculture because of the lack of effort that was placed in agriculture from the political directors. But now I see the need, because I see people earning livelihoods. And so I decided to come back into agriculture in a different form now, introducing technology, modernizing agriculture, and helping with the food security issues that we have. Minister, pleasure. I hope we can further engage.
You're in the right direction, comrade.
We can further
continue
engage.
that direction. And you're using the tent here, but
and the other thing I forgot to say is that today, everything is run under solar. So that's my solar panel there. Right. That's my power pack, my batteries and everything. Right. So it's totally sustainable.
And basically those structures for greenhouses?
Well, ideally it should be done as shade, not greenhouse, shade houses. Shade houses. Okay. Right? But we do it successfully in the open.
Where
Monk Morris. Pleasure, brother.
Pleasure. One love, man.